let's go. Spuddle Cakes here. Gonna go over a little video on my perfect murder ball concept, especially with archers. Sorry I haven't made this video. I was gonna be on Tomyris, and I planned on doing it a couple days ago, but our pass opened and we got to have a lot of fun. Plus, I didn't really want to make a video because my other son is sick. Who got my youngest son quit sick, and you could probably hear it in me. I am also sick. But just to show you the amount of fun, pretty much we broke through this pass here, and we took all this, and we're moving down right now. We're helping out another alliance, or the other kingdoms on the bottom, so we came down and kind of helped them out. And then we also helped our other side take the southwest side, the water area. So, not to get too much off track, but pretty much what I ended up doing is I have pretty good garrison commanders, and I'll go over that in the near future. So I don't really care about getting double or triple rallied, even in Heroic Anthem, even though, you know, streamers just came out with videos saying, oh no, don't get triple rallied, whatever. So, pretty much as soon as we got this pass, I went through like 20 random teleports, finally got on this side, dropped tag, kept random teleporting to places that I wanted to. Got a lot of kills on like tier 1 farmers, I guess, but I also caught a lot of people off guard, swarms of people. Great time. Then, when we were a little bit ahead, I ended up actually coming down here and having a little fun myself. I did one random teleport, and I landed right here. So the cool part about landing right here on my first random teleport was there was a bunch of stuff here, and then there was this great grouping. Let's see if they ever moved. They did. Okay. There was this one and a bunch of other ones that were not TOE, TOM, or anything, and I went and swarmed everything. So it was a good time. But back on track. I guess to show you my kills. I don't know if I've actually showed this, but I ended up getting 35 million kills yesterday in the last 40 hours. So it was a good time. Okay, so back on track. Tomyris. Now, Tomyris is probably... Tomyris now is probably considered one of the most versatile commanders to go with everything. It's a part of that second gen commander pairing with Edward, and generally I like to pair Edward with Tomyris because they work really well with each other. Edward has a long cast, takes forever, and he takes away his own rage. Tomyris ends up feeding off of that, and the poison stacks more and more and more. And I'll go over that right now. So, one reason why I like Tomyris is when I first started playing archers, the only person I saw with her right off the bat was Porkchop. I kid you not, Porkchop. Went in, watched the arc. I just got Edward Tomyris. I maxed them out immediately, and Porkchop's just running around, just destroying an arc, just killing everything, and I'm like, okay, I like this. And I didn't see Tomyris anywhere. A lot of streamers kind of dissed her, and I think the only person that was like, maybe I'll get her, was Gecko, because Gecko is also pretty big into archers. But she is quite amazing, not only just for rallying and with Edward, but she's amazing in any setup, and she's a great support commander. But her first poison skill, and the reason why it's so nice to have this set up to get all those stacks, is the second poison factor. So the first thing is she does 1,000 damage, no matter what. If you get the poison stacks up to, five stacks, they'll do 200 extra damage. Yay! That's not bad. It's really not bad. But later in her kit, you'll see why it's better to keep it up there. The poison factor, if it's above 10, is actually 80, which is considerable, because now if she's at 10 stacks, it's actually 800 damage. So then you're doing 800 after the 1,000 damage. So that's pretty interesting. So essentially, her first skill might hit for like 20,000, and then her second skill is going to hit for like 16,000. Pretty interesting. Now that's only for 10 stacks. Now, I think generally I get it to go to about 13 or 15 stacks, which is pretty significant. So you're figuring about another 1,200 damage if it's 15 stacks. 13 stacks, still it's pretty significant. So I think that this skill is kind of overlooked a lot of the times, and it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. Yeah, unfortunately. The second skill is a nice skill, but it's only for rallying. I think Lilith did a post once that they said that anything that is after a comment that says when attacking cities or on the field, it means that all of the things in that are considered a part of that. So I don't actually think that the 10% or less like counterattack damage is anywhere but while attacking cities, which is still kind of strong in a way. The third skill, archer attack bonus, 30%, and all attacks have a 10% chance to decrease the defense by 30% for 3 seconds. So, one thing that is really interesting about bonuses and debuffs and buffs is that passive skills stack with skills that are casted. So what that means is that if you were to pair something like Aethelflaed, you could actually stack this defense negativity by 30% with Tomyris' skill being passive 30%. So now this goes off of the base defense, which is still insane. I mean, you think 60% of the base defense. So do a quick run through. If we're looking at calves, failing completely. So we look at calves, we look at the defense. So essentially 60% less of that defense would be something like 100. So now they're going to have 100 defense. So for 2 or 3 seconds, or rolling it, or if it hits at the same exact time, that defense is going to be cut in half. Plus then you got this, which is your additive from your research, and then plus you have your percentages. But 100 compared to 212, that is significant. Just insane. Your damage is going to go up exponentially. So I'm hoping people knew that, but I haven't actually seen a lot of people talk about that either. Passive stacking with skills. A lot of the times we've been trying to figure out what the accessories, if they stack or not. Um, so it kind of is what it is, which is funny because 2 videos ago I did a little excerpt on The Greatest Glory. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's pretty awesome because I have seen 3 people now say they got The Greatest Glory because the normal attack damage also affects counterattack damage. Watch that video and you'll find out from Lilith the actual truth about that. But back to Tomyris before this video gets even longer because I'm blurbing and everything else. This is what everyone wants, and it's kind of the cream of the crop, and this is why they want Tomyris. So it stacks up to the poison that she does stacks up to 15 times, lasts for 5 seconds, and it refreshes every time it adds a stack. For each stack, the target takes an additional 3% skill damage. So when I see people using Tomyris with a skill damage or faster skill or something like that, or even primary, they're missing out on that extra skill damage that they take. And this is from anyone. So if you're murderballing, anyone that attacks that target is now getting 3% up to 45% skill damage done to the target. So it's a really good skill. And that's why I always push to use it with Edward. But in a later video, I'll show you who I actually enjoy using her with. Sometimes, especially in Ruins. Oh my god. She is amazing in Ruins, especially with one commander. I love her, and she dominates. Her last skill is troops led by this commander gain 10% increased attack and 10% increased counterattack damage. When attacked, it reduces the attack of cavalry units in the attacking troops by 10%. So this right here, this expertise skill is one of the reasons why, if anyone saw in a video by Shinchi, I should probably link that in the comments, but 4 months ago, I started taking rallies from an insanely good kingdom. Besides their rudeness and crudeness and threats and many other things, they are a great kingdom and they are a very strong kingdom. I took rallies from Mad Phantom in 1307. I took double rallies, triple rallies. At one time I had 5 rallies that were on me. I killed 2 and was tanking 3, 4, and 5 and had to bubble. But one of the main reasons why at that time I was able to take the Attila Takeda meta was because of this exact skill. The fact that in the defensive tree with your garrison, you take a lot less damage from anything attacking you, and then you actually reduce the attack of the calves by 10%. It's a really good skill. Now, I've changed up my build a little bit for garrisoning, and I'll show that in a future video too. But I will tell you now that if you are KVK 3, KVK 4, you've got like an Artemisia or even a Martel with a Tomyris, and you're trying to take Attila Takeda rallies, Tomyris is a good option. She adds a lot of damage, and she makes them so they do a lot less damage. So try it out. But still, personally, in my perfect Murderball, I feel like she's most useful with Edward, because then that ramps up my other 3 or 4 marches skill damage on that target. And I can guarantee you that if no one targets Edward Tomyris in your Murderball, they will literally give anything it hits, because it's just so strong. If you have any questions about Tomyris, if you have any questions about builds with Edward Tomyris, I think I showed the skill tree in the other one. Just hit me up, let me know. I should be able to make another video probably tomorrow night, and I will start on the Tier 3 or Season 3 of archer commanders, and I'll probably go over Ramses first, which is probably considered the best archer commander right now because of his versatility and just so much he brings to the table. But any questions, hit me up anytime. Um, I will try to start making videos of my fighting. Unfortunately, I was not able to take this because my kids were sick, and part of the war was at work. Um, and yeah, just ask me anytime. I hope to take some more rallies, which, and then I also hope to be able to show you guys some rallies in the near future. Um, I did get to rally someone today, which was kind of fun. And then we did an Attila Takeda rally too, which was also fun. Unfortunately, 140 million power player, 0 to nothing. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'd love to show you guys my fighting. I mean, you can look here. This was just 5 hours ago of all of this. Just insanity. Um, a lot of kills. And the funny part is I didn't really lose all that much power. I did have some deads from rallying cities and from other stuff, but I think the biggest thing was is I got to loot a lot of resources. But video's already getting long. Thank you for everything. If you subscribe, if your friends in Shinchi's chat or any other chat, hit me up anytime. Um, thank you for everything, and just keep asking questions. I'm always here to help. Peace.